Strange HVAC noises in spring. What they mean: when spring arrives in Ontario, most homeowners are focused on finally turning off the heat and getting ready for warmer days. But as your HVAC system shifts gears, often after months of heavy winter use, you might start hearing noises that weren't there before. Some of these sounds are harmless. Others are early warning signs that something inside your system isn't quite right. Understanding what these noises mean can save you from bigger, more expensive problems once summer hits. Why HVAC systems get noisy in spring. Seasonal transitions are one of the most common times for HVAC issues to show up. After a long winter, your system has experienced wear from constant operation, temperature swings, and, in Ontario especially, exposure to moisture, ice, and debris. As your system switches from heating to cooling, different components start working more actively. That change alone can reveal underlying issues that weren't obvious before. In many cases, the noise you're hearing is your system's way of asking for attention. Rattling or vibrating sounds. A rattling noise is one of the most common complaints in spring. It often comes from the outdoor unit and can be caused by loose panels, debris caught inside, or components that have shifted slightly over the winter. Sometimes, it's as simple as leaves or small twigs stuck in the unit. Other times, it could indicate loose screws or mounting hardware that needs tightening. If ignored, that small vibration can lead to more serious wear on internal parts. If the rattling gets louder over time or is paired with reduced performance, it's worth having a professional take a closer look. Buzzing or electrical sounds. A low buzzing noise can be easy to ignore at first, but it often points to electrical issues. This might include problems with the contactor, capacitor, or wiring connections. In some cases, buzzing can also come from debris interfering with the fan motor. While that sounds minor, electrical components are not something to gamble with. What starts as a faint buzz can quickly turn into a system failure if left unchecked. Banging or clanking. If your HVAC system sounds like it's trying to start a drum solo, that's not normal. Banging or clanking noises usually indicate a loose or broken component inside the system, such as a fan blade or motor part. In ductwork, it can also be caused by expanding and contracting metal as temperatures shift. While duct noises can sometimes be harmless, loud or repeated banging from the unit itself is a red flag. This is one of those situations where turning the system off and calling a technician is the smart move. Hissing or whistling. Hissing sounds are often associated with airflow problems or leaks. In some cases, it could be a small gap in your ductwork allowing air to escape. In others, it may point to a refrigerant leak, which is more serious. A whistling sound can also happen when airflow is restricted, such as from a dirty air filter or blocked vents. The system is essentially forcing air through a tight space, creating that high-pitched noise. If the sound is persistent, it's worth investigating sooner rather than later. Clicking sounds. A clicking noise when your system starts or stops is completely normal. That's just the system cycling on and off. However, repeated or constant clicking, especially if the system struggles to turn on, can indicate an issue with electrical controls or a failing thermostat. This is another situation where early diagnosis can prevent a full breakdown. When to be concerned. Not every noise is an emergency, but there are times when you shouldn't wait. If your HVAC system is making loud, sudden, or worsening noises, or if performance drops at the same time, it's a sign that something needs attention. A good rule of thumb is simple. If the sound is new, noticeable, and doesn't go away, it's worth checking out. Preventing HVAC noise in the first place. Many of these issues can be avoided with regular maintenance. A spring tune-up helps catch loose components, clean out debris, and ensure everything is running smoothly before the cooling season begins. It also gives you peace of mind knowing your system won't surprise you with strange noises on the first hot day of the year. Final thoughts. Strange HVAC noises in spring aren't something to ignore. While some sounds are harmless, others are early warning signs that your system needs attention. Catching these issues early can mean the difference between a quick fix and a costly repair in the middle of summer. Need help diagnosing HVAC noises? At Twintech Heating Cooling, we help Ontario homeowners identify and fix HVAC issues before they turn into major problems. If your system is making unusual noises this spring, it's worth getting it checked now, before the summer heat puts it to the test.